just hit 12, so technically good afternoon. It is travel home day, which kind of explains why I look a bit dishevelled and a bit of a mess. I just can't believe it's here. We've had a great trip. It has been so good to be back. We've done so much. We've crammed so much in, but also had so much chill time as well, which has been brilliant. I'm currently just sat in the Real Spot part of All Star Movies where they show films during the week. This morning we got up early. We went to Walmart and got a couple of stuff for family and friends and for ourselves as well. I got some snacks for my work colleagues. We have like a locker system at work where we just put bits in, so I got some stuff for that. We then kind of panic packed in the room before leaving, literally bang on 11, and we've just kind of been sat in the food court since. I've done some last minute shopping, which I'll show in a haul at the end of this video. But yeah, I'm just a bit sad that we're going. I don't want to be real. I see so many people that kind of scoot through their travel days, and I don't know if they get emotional about them or not. But I do at the end of every holiday. Plus that I'm not well. Adam's cold. I think I'm now getting my throat was really sore yesterday and is even worse today. And I've started to like coughing and get a bit snivelly. Also, don't know if it's TMI and I might not even include this, but unexpectedly started my period yesterday, which might explain why I'm a little bit overly emotional. I would have cried anyway. Don't get me wrong, I would have cried anyway. But every few seconds I'm getting emotional, whether it's thinking about being at home and collecting my dogs from my mum's and giving them a hug, and the fact that I know one of them will ignore me for 3 hours because we abandoned him, even though he loves being at my mum's and never wants to leave my mum's. Make it make sense. Or just reflecting on what has been a really great holiday. Yeah, so that's me wrapping everything up. It has been brilliant. I might do a couple of tips now, but I might also do some more when we do the haul, if I can remember. My number one regret for this trip has been not getting a resort mug. We underestimated how much drink we would end up getting from the food court. Admittedly, we were supposed to do a Target/Walmart run at the beginning of our trip, which we didn't do because we were just excited to get to Disney Springs, to be fair. So we were supposed to pick up some water then, and we didn't. And it wasn't until later in the trip that I found out that you could actually just fill up any water bottle in the food court. So we were just constantly buying bottles of water and other drinks. So yeah, get the resort mug if you're staying on site. It would have saved us tons of money. Another tip would have been you don't necessarily need lightning lanes, especially at this time of year. We've had a couple of busy days, like Hollywood Studios yesterday was Ramo, and the wait times reflected that. But I think the longest we waited for a ride was an hour, or maybe just over an hour for Guardians. Maybe. Which I'm happy to wait an hour for Guardians. But we haven't really had to wait in really big lines, which has been great. And we haven't really seen them either. Like the one day we were at Animal Kingdom and it was 20 minutes for Flight of Passage. Insane. But I know that it's hard to predict whether or not you'll need them. I kind of used our first week as a gauge and then was like, oh, I'll just buy them for the week after if it's been really busy. But we didn't feel we needed them, so we kind of saved a bit there, but then spent on lots of drink. Don't underestimate the resort food. Actually, some of our favourite food has been from the resort. The pizzas are great, the truffle fries were great. Adam had a gumbo from Port Orleans, which was amazing. So don't underestimate the resort food, and go and explore resorts. That's the one thing I'm really glad that we did. Is going out and exploring other resorts and nosing around them, like just seeing different resorts and trying their food, or just nosing around and, you know, using their photo spots as an opportunity for some extra cute photos. Just do it, just go nose. We have not got a next trip booked, but we've spoken about the places we might like to stay, if we would invite family next time, which we would. So if any of you guys are watching it and want to go, we'll take you, please come. But yeah, so it probably, I know realistically for us, with other things that we've got going on, it may not be until like 2027, 2028 until we come back. If we do get a chance to come back earlier, that would be amazing, but I don't see that in our future, because we've got a few other things that we want to get done. Doesn't mean that you guys won't get vlogs and stuff. We've got quite a few little travel-y things throughout the year, especially next year. So yeah, that's been our morning. We're waiting for Mears to, I say that's been our morning, and some me just ranting on for almost 10 minutes now. We've got our Mears Connect coach coming and getting us in just over an hour. So yeah, again, just chilling, probably in the food court. Trying to remain hydrated so my throat doesn't get too dry. In Walmart I also picked up some melatonin that we're both going to have before the flight sets off, in hope that we will sleep and be back on normal UK time. Fingers crossed. And then yeah, we'll swiftly be landing in Heathrow. I'll film a little bit at the airport. If I feel up to it, I'll probably cry a lot. Maybe film on the bus if it's not too busy, but I imagine it will be. The line for luggage storage was huge this morning. But yeah, I'm really sad to go, but I'm going to try and not make this Debbie Downer party, because that's not fair on you guys watching. But yeah, it really has been such an incredible trip, and we've made so many memories that will stick with us forever. There was a quote next to the Walt statue yesterday, and I could be completely butchering this and getting it wrong, but it was something along the lines of, always finding like an opportunity to leave, maybe. I think it might have been. I'll have to ask Adam, because he was the one that noticed it, not me. And we all both sat there and we were like, yeah, we need to start bringing some more magic, some more oomph into our lives, and really keep pushing ourselves, so then we can do more of this, of travelling, of all the fun things that we want to do. But yeah, so I'm going to go join him, because he's probably going to think I've run away and I'm not going to get the flight home. So I need to go find Adam and just enjoy our last hour satcheling at the resort, not getting sad at all the people that I can see that are heading to parks today. And yeah, I'll do a bit of filming on the bus and at the airport. I might not film on the flight, because I'm pretty sure we've got someone sat next to us, and that's just not fair on them. But if I do film anything, it will probably be on my phone and I'll just insert it in. Plus I think we're going to try and sleep, and that won't be very entertaining. And then when I get back, I'll do my haul and kind of add this on to the end of it. But thank you so much if you have watched the series. If this is the first video you're seeing, oh my god, I'm so sorry. Please go back and watch the whole series. Don't just watch this one and think this is a fair representation of me at Disney, because it's not. But yeah, I will catch up with you probably when we're back in sunny old England, which I don't think is very sunny at the moment. But yeah, so I'll see you in a bit, guys. Bye. Hello, and we are officially home. If you can hear excessive panting, it's not me, it is my very needy pup, Ozzy. Go on then, come on then, go and say hi. There he is. This is Ozzy, my very needy pup, who's got a bit of a poorly eye, but that's getting sorted, isn't it? Anyway, now you've been sorted. We are home from what has been such an amazing trip. I didn't really film much of us coming home. Obviously you have just seen my little spiel when we were at the hotel, about to go. I'm already getting emotional. But I spent the majority of the airport quite emotional. I'm going to put a little video I filmed of myself here, just all glassy-eyed and not ready to come home. The flight was okay. We popped a melatonin tablet just before we took off, in hope that we would be able to sleep, and I think I did a little bit, but I wouldn't be able to tell you how much. It was kind of on and off. It was quite a turbulent flight. Like, we had lots of turbulence while we were in the air. At one point I really needed to go to the loo, and as I went up the seatbelt sign came on, which was not ideal, but I managed to hold it together until it next came off, so we were all good. And then my brother very kindly, I'm just going to put you down a little bit. My brother very kindly picked us up from the airport, because we had actually landed in a little bit earlier than planned, but he lives closer to Heathrow than we do. So he was there in no time at all and picked us up. We then came home. I was in and out of sleep all day yesterday, which isn't great and probably is not advised. But I was really tired at about 9 yesterday, went to bed, and I've woken up today okay. I've got the Florida flu / cold that most people get. I think I got it off Adam, but my symptoms are very different to what his have been. Mine's all throat based, his is all nose based. And yeah, I've been okay today, apart from this. I've been getting a bit breathless, so apologies if that is also the same excuse. Also how I look, because I've worked from home today and I've vegged because of jet lag, cold, etc. But yeah, I've been a bit breathless on calls that I've had to make today. But and I've had like waves of feeling like nauseous and really tired. I had a nap at lunch and then had the really nutritional lunch of some Ben & Jerry's cookie dough ice cream, and I feel alright now. Hopefully I'll be able to get some sleep tonight and we'll be right as rain tomorrow. So I thought I would kind of do a bit of a trip roundup of like stuff. Sorry, I'm staring off over to the side because I've got all the stuff that we bought to one side, but also like costings and running through the trip and how I booked it and all that jazz. So I'll do that first, then I'll do the haul. So I booked the majority of things separately. This works for me because I like trying to find deals and working out what's going to be actually best for us. So I booked our Disney hotel and the tickets together on the Disney website. And let me just grab my price list and I'll tell you how much that was. So for the hotel, we booked it during the they do an offer shortly after the dining plan offer where you get a couple of free nights depending on the level of stay. So I booked it then and we paid £2,703 for the hotel and the 2-week park tickets, including Memory Maker and all that jazz. Our flights were £1,722. Again, that's for two. So that wasn't each, that was for two. We flew with Virgin, which is my preferred airline. It's Adam's, but he doesn't know any different. He's never been to America without flying Virgin because I've only booked Virgin. And I'm trying to think what else I was going to say about the flights. They are economy flights, but I paid extra for the later flight home rather than the early one because I didn't want to land at stupid o'clock in the morning and not have anyone come to get us. So that was slightly more expensive, and I think I booked that directly with Virgin, whereas I think if I had done it maybe through Skyscanner or Google Flights, it may have been a little bit cheaper. But I do always track using Skyscanner or Google Flights around the time that we want to go. I also flew a Saturday, which I know is more expensive anyway. Then our Universal tickets, which did include 1 day at Epic Universe, were £905. I bought them through Attraction Tickets and I used Top Cashback to get some money back on that. It was only a tenner back, but it's better than nothing. So that was kind of like the main cost of the holiday. which, pardon me, if I total up completely, was £5,330 for the two of us. So individually was £2,665, which some people might be sat there going, oh, that's pricey. But for a holiday, so bear in mind, this is a 2-week holiday for two of us. We haven't been on holiday since March of 2024, where we went on holiday to Iceland with my mum. So we've had time to save, and we well and truly did deserve this holiday because we haven't been for so long. I'm not saying that people that go regularly don't deserve their trips. They do, but we wanted to splurge because it was our first holiday for a while. The only extra costs that we had was I paid £51 for our Mears Connect, so our transfers to and from the airport, which were brilliant. They were absolutely incredible. I would always choose to do Mears over an Uber because once you paid it, you've paid it. You're not seeing any surge pricing or any of that jazz. We paid £55 for the Premier Inn the night before, and our Esters for both of us were £32. But I know that's now going up. I think it's going up from like $21 each to $40, I think, at the end of September. So by the time you're watching this, sorry, Esters are more expensive than what we paid. The Mickey's Not So Scary tickets for both of them was £224, but technically we didn't pay for that. My mum gave us the money to get them as part of my birthday present. My birthday's in July, and it just made sense to lessen the cost for us a little bit. And then Adam bought the Halloween Horror Nights tickets, and I cannot for the life of me remember how much they were, and how much he paid for them. Oh, actually, hold fire, because I might actually have that in an email. Haha. He paid £135.52 for our Halloween Horror Nights tickets. Again, that was my birthday present from him. And the last thing was my my last minute Express Pass purchase. I bought them through Attraction Tickets. I literally bought them 2 days before we went out, and that was £400 for our fast passes. It worked out around the same sort of price of just adding on an extra day while we were out there. So for me, it was a no-brainer. It was Express passes so we can just do one day there, because I didn't know how much we would love it if I wanted to do a second day and then sacrifice other things in the trip. So it was a no-brainer. So all the extras, I'm not going to do the math now. I will enter the cost magically here because I've got it all saved on my phone. But yeah, so we did do a little bit of splurging for this trip, but I find it useful just knowing how people have booked things and their total costs and all of that jazz. I'm not going to put in a total cost of how much we spent on holiday because I just don't want to know. But as I input like food and snacks and stuff that we did, or Uber rides, I'll try and put a little price when I'm vlogging. There's no point me telling you this because all the other vlogs will come before this, but I'll try and put a price up if I can find the price next to what it is. I'm not going to do that for the haul because simply that will take me too long to work out. Sorry. Okay, so moving on to the haul. We didn't buy a lot. I set myself a budget. I don't know what budget Adam had, but I set myself a budget of taking out about $100 per day. I think I was slightly over that. But that was mostly because I knew that we had a few table service restaurants that I knew that we really wanted to do that were quite pricey. 2, I had lists and lists and lists of snacks that I wanted to try. So my main thing was taking money out there to enjoy the food, guilt-free, whatever food I fancied. But we did get a couple of little bits of merch or little bits of souvenirs to kind of keep for ourselves, to remember the trip with. So I don't really know where to start. I'll start with the stuff that I bought for myself in Disney, mostly because this is half falling on the floor. But I am officially part of the club, and I have bought myself the Walt Disney World zip-up hoodie, which I did wear on travel day, and all of yesterday, and will probably wear for the remainder of this week until it really starts stinking and I need to wash it. It is great quality. It is thick. It is soft. It's going to be perfect to wear in the winter in the UK. I definitely sweated a lot in it on travel day. It wasn't my best move to be wearing that, really, but I needed it. It cured my Disney blues, and it certainly will wearing it now. I think, I'm trying to remember off the top of my head, I think it was around $70. Don't quote me on that. Don't go going into Disney and going, Katie said this would be $70, and it's like more. If it's less, bonus. But I think it was around $70. But I could be wrong. I also then bought, which, oh Christ, I'm knocking things over, which I think I did show, I don't know if I showed in the vlog, or I don't know if I showed it in an outfit of the day. I may not have showed it at all, but I bought this for my Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween costume, but it's also a Loungefly that I've seen quite a few times online and things like that, and I've just never justified buying it, but I love it. It's a Monsters University Loungefly. Monsters Inc. is one of my, you can hear my washing machine load a million is on. I love Monsters Inc. and Monsters University. They are up there with my absolute favourite Disney films. So I had to purchase this, and this had to come home with me. I think it was about $90. Again, don't quote me on it. But like, I just love it. And it was perfect when I was being Mike Wazowski on Mickey's Not So Scary. Did I call it a Halloween Horror Night earlier? Oh, gosh. The tiredness is killing me. Bear with. Okay, we'll do Disney merch, then Universal merch. So then I also purchased this magnet. It's like a wooden Walt Disney World magnet. I also got the same one for my mum because she loves us bringing her back magnets from places that we've travelled. And like her fridge is like full. This is a teal price band. So I can't remember what that means. I want to say it was around $16, and I picked this up in the All Star Movies shop. I bought the other two at World of Disney, the hoodie and the bag, but this was at the All Stars Movies shop. Also at the All Star Movies shop, I purchased this postcard, which is super cute. It says the most magical place on earth, and it's got icons on there. Wait a second. It has all the icons on there apart from Tower of Terror. It doesn't have anything from Hollywood Studios on there. I didn't notice that. Oops. But I'm going to put that in a frame. And that will eventually, when we get a blind in here, this is going to be like a big wall of art, and that will go on there. But yeah, I can't remember how much that was, but it wasn't an expensive item. I'm just really shocked that it didn't have anything Hollywood Studios on it. Next, we make a pact no matter where we go, wherever we go. We do try and get a Christmas decoration to go on our tree to remember that holiday. So I got this one. It was the only one that I actually saw that I really liked, and I'm not a big fan of heavy Christmas decorations, mostly because we get a real tree and the branches just can't handle it. But I couldn't pass this up. Look how cute. We've got Sorcerer and Mickey, a couple of characters, Walt Disney World, which is like raised as well, so it stands out. And then on the back it says the most magical place on earth. And I can tell you the price of this one because it's on the back. It's $24.99. So yeah, really like that Christmas tree decoration. And I cannot wait. Well, I can wait to put my Christmas tree up. I want autumn first, but can't wait to put it on our tree this year. I did also in the same shop. Sorry, it's just got a bit of fluff on it. In the same shop, I also picked up a Eeyore and Piglet pin for my foster sister. A few years ago, we went to Disneyland Paris, and she decided she wanted to collect pins. So I asked her if she wanted any, and that she wanted an Eeyore pin, and that was the best one I could find in the shop. Okay, moving on to Universal. No, actually, we've got one Disney thing left. I didn't buy this. Didn't buy this in the shop. We didn't buy this at all. We ate at Rainforest Cafe at Animal Kingdom, and Adam ordered a beer. Nice. It's a different glass to what you got his beer in, but he ordered a beer and got a free glass. So he wasn't going to go and pick it up, and I was like, no, you paid for it in your beer. And plus, before we left, I smashed one of his beer glasses cleaning, so it replaces it. Moving on to Universal. So I think I mentioned in the vlogs, it's not really a souvenir, but we got the refillable cup, which has got the Halloween Horror Nights stuff on. So that was a nice little memento of Halloween Horror Nights. Because the merch was good, don't get me wrong, the merch was good, but there was nothing that I really wanted to take home to commemorate the trip. And the fact that I did Halloween Horror Nights, I may have been a bit of a wuss about it, but I did it. So yeah, souvenir cup. I also picked up in Epic Universe, and I didn't realise this at the time because I just thought it was a cute little toothless plushie, but he's actually a shoulder buddy. He's got a little magnet in his butt and you can sit on your shoulder. But I just thought it was a really cute plushie, so I picked him up for myself because I don't have a massive plushie collection, but he will sit really nicely in my second bedroom with all my other plushies. But yeah, he's just a little cutie. So picked him up. I also got, this is for my friend at work, not for me. She'd seen online about the mystery eggs, where they can hatch a dragon for you at Epic Universe, and she showed me the video of it, and she was like, oh, when you're there, can you get me one? And I showed her all the normal plushies and then the eggs, and was just like, do you want an egg or do you want a normal plushie? And she was like, please, can I have an egg? And she didn't mind which one, but I've gone for the green one because by the looks of it, the green one is toothless, and I know it's a mystery, but if you look in it, it's black. And so I've done it in hope that I've got her a little toothless plushie because she'll be really happy with that.
So yeah, that one's for my friend. So that was my Universal. That was all the Universal stuff. So moving on to more what we picked up at Target, miscellaneous items. This isn't picked up from Target. This was picked up in Disney Springs, and regrettably, we were supposed to go to Disney Springs on travel home day, but I was too sad, and we kind of got up a bit late. And once we'd packed and gone to Walmart, I keep saying Target, where we went to Walmart. Once we'd been to Walmart and everything, we didn't get a chance to go back here. But we picked up Gideon's in Disney Springs earlier in the trip, and oh my word, it was amazing, and I was very, very happy with them. But I also picked up the butterscotch candle, and I really like the little picture on the front of the person. Oh, I don't know if it's gonna focus. There we go. The little person in the wolf costume, and it smells amazing. It smells like being inside a bakery at autumn, like caramel iced lattes and cookies on steroids. But yeah, that is going to be one of my favourite candles to burn this autumn, and I'm really glad I picked it up. Just a note with the candles that actually the staff member there told me is that if you do pick up a candle, want to pack it and take it home, put it in your checked bag, not your hand luggage, because if you have it in your hand luggage, sometimes TSA take them off you. I'm not 100% sure why. Probably because they can set on fire, maybe, but I don't know. But yeah, we just wrapped it. It was in a bag, wrapped in a towel, and it's come home in one piece. So, yeah, that was my little Disney Springs purchase. I'm just trying to move stuff now. Right, now on to what we picked up in Walmart, and I'm going to be quick with this because Adam's going to be home any minute and likely set the dogs off and then get annoyed because I've removed half of his food from the fridge. So anyone who knows my husband knows that he absolutely loves sauce. He cannot have a meal without sauce, and that's why he loves America, because sauce is everywhere. So we went to Walmart, and we're a big fan of Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. It's one of the few barbecue sauces that I actually really like. I'm not the biggest barbecue sauce fan. I know in the UK you can get the original, and you can get the honey the honey barbecue. But we picked up the hickory brown sugar barbecue, which Adam has already tucked into. He tucked into it yesterday with his pizza, his Domino's pizza that you ordered. I've heard good things, but I have not tried that one yet, so I'm sure it would be delicious. Then we picked up 2 other sauces. Now these were, really sorry, I'm getting breathless. These were 2 items that we'd already previously tried. We tried them when we went to Chicken Guy. There's a clue as to what sauces they may be. We picked up the chipotle sauce. We love Guy Fieri. We just think he's hilarious. But yeah, we picked up the chipotle sauce, which again, Adam's already tucked into. And we picked up the donkey sauce, which Ian's already been tucked into. It is, both of them are great. We had them with our chicken tenders at Chicken Guy, and they were our 2 favourites out of the 4 that we had. We have also picked up, I've got to be careful with this one because I don't want to set the dogs off. We picked up these Halloween dog treats. They look like the little sugar cookies that Americans bake in the oven. Like, you buy them and then you bake them and eat them, obviously. And I thought they were quite cute, to be fair. We also got my mum's dogs a bag, so her dogs Cody and Sully have a bag, and then my two, Ozzy and Pablo, have a bag as well. We picked up a few bags of the Ghirardelli Squares, the milk chocolate assortment ones, just for family members. So my brother and his my brother who picked us up and his girlfriend have got a bag. Adam's parents have got a bag. My mum's got a bag. I thought I picked up a bag for my dad. Oops. So yeah, everyone in the family's got a bag. Everyone in the family's got a bag. My other brother is a massive fan of Jolly Ranchers, and so I've picked him up a bag of those, because they used to be, years and years ago when we went to America together, his favourite sweets. So I picked him up a bag. He currently lives in Amsterdam, so he's probably not actually going to get them until like Christmas, but he has a bag anyway. We then picked up a bag of these trolley sour bright crawlers for my husband's best friend. He sent us a picture asking if we could have a look out for the Mountain Dew flavour ones of these, but we couldn't see them anywhere, so he settled on those, so we got him those. Then we also picked up some melatonin tablets, which we did take one before flying back. And I also thought there are times that I really struggle to either fall asleep or stay asleep, so they might be quite handy to have around. Then for us, I picked up the Ghirardelli caramel squares. So you've got white, milk and dark chocolate squares. But upon realising that I haven't actually bought anything for my dad, I might save these and he can have them, because I now feel like the worst daughter in the world. So yeah, I might save those. I might hide them from Adam so he doesn't eat them until I see my dad. And then I also picked up these. I can't remember. I want to say it's our Wildest Dreams that really love these birthday cake lints. I want to say it's them on YouTube. If I'm wrong and it's someone else, I'm really sorry. But I really wanted to try these as soon as I saw them on one of their vlogs, or I think they got Sam and Kira maybe to buy them some. And I may have seen it on their vlogs. Yeah, I've been wanting to try them since then, and I had one last night and they are insane. A 10 out of 10 recommendation there. But yeah, so I picked up some of them. And then I also picked up a box of Gushers. I didn't think that was the right way up there. I did a Camp America in 2014. It's quite a while ago. And we, every Wednesday, I think they used to give out candy, and Gushers were my number one. And oh my god, there's only 6 pouches in there. I'm going to have to really ration them. But they were like my favourite thing ever. And it's just nice having a bit of America back at home. Yeah, they're like so artificially flavoured, but it's amazing. Not great for my diabetes, but it's amazing. And then last but not least, these aren't things that we purchased, but more stole. But please don't report me, because I don't want Disney to tell me off and not let me come back. But I'm more surprised that they managed to make it the whole journey back. There's 2 of these, but one's in the fridge, and I didn't feel like you needed to see 2. I robbed some honey mustard sauce, just because it's much nicer than honey mustard sauce that I found in the UK. If anyone can tell me where I can get this exact honey mustard sauce in the UK. And if you say Tesco, no. I've tried them and I've looked. No. But yes. The goat Oh, I hate the fact that I just said that. No, it was just incredible. I also stole quite a few sachets of crushed red pepper from the food court. I have crushed red pepper at home, but it just reminds me of Disney, and that's why I wanted to keep it. Likewise with the grated Parmesan cheese. I have Parmesan cheese in my fridge because I have it on almost everything. But I wanted to keep the sachets. I wanted to steal them to remind me of Disney, so I can have Disney Parmesan on my pasta, on my chicken, whatever I'm using Parmesan with, because it will remind me of Disney. So yeah, I'm officially sad. But all in all, that is the haul. I don't think I'm forgetting anything. I think that might be all of it. And if you have watched the series, if you've just watched this video and gotten to the end of it, if you've watched any of my videos for this series, thank you so much. I know that my videos are a bit different to other vloggers. My husband didn't really want to be on the vlogs, so I was doing bits in between so it didn't take over our whole holiday, and we could still talk and, you know, enjoy it together without having him on the vlogs, because he didn't really want to be. He has now messaged me today to say, oh, next time we go on a trip, can I be in the vlogs? So I have fully converted him now. But I wanted, because it was also a trip that we've been hoping to do for so long, I did want to be in the moment with him. But I've, you know, filmed here and there, so I know it's not like typical Disney vloggers. So if anyone's watched, if anyone's liked, if anyone's subscribed, I really do appreciate it. It does mean a lot, because I know that what I've done is not exactly the norm or like other people's, which you may like, you might not, I don't know. But yeah, if you've made it through, thank you. I don't know how many times I've now said thank you, but thank you. I do really appreciate it. All the messages on Instagram, the comments on posts, it has really honestly meant so much. And I feel like I'm building a really good little community of people to talk about one of my favourite places with. At this point we don't have a Walt Disney World trip booked. I might have a Disney trip in the pipeline at some point, but I'm not confirming or denying anything yet. My next vlogs, I don't know when our next vlog. We might do a Christmassy trip to London, which I could vlog potentially, or maybe if we're doing any particularly exciting things, I might. But as regards to our next kind of trip, we will be going to Wales for a long weekend in the spring, mostly because one of my best friends is getting married, but it's in the, I want to say it's in the Brecon Beacons. If it's not, don't come for me. But we'll go up early the day before the wedding and have a mooch around the area. We have holidayed there before and absolutely loved it. It's a stunning part of the UK. So I'll do a little mini vlog for that potentially. But yeah, I just want to again say thank you for everything. If you've liked any of my videos, thank you. Adam's just returned home, so the dogs are going nuts. But if you have made it this far, thank you again. If you could like, subscribe, leave a comment. If this is the only video you've seen, please go back and actually watch the interesting ones where you see a bit more than just me rabbiting at my camera. That would be great. But yeah, thank you again. I need to stop saying thank you, I'm really sorry. I've really enjoyed this and I'm looking forward to making some more videos. And if you haven't already, check out my Instagram and TikTok. I'll update you regularly with random stuff that I've been doing, like cooking or taking the dogs out. But yeah, thank you again.